Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is going to be vinyl finds for uh, November of 2023. Uh, Again, as I always say in the series, these are albums that I have not shown on my channel. I know I've done a few different kind of find episodes. I've done a specific episode on my John Prine Oh Boy singles box set. I did a record show haul with Alex from Beer and Vinyl earlier in the month. And then, other little VCLT, that sort of stuff that I am not going to show in this video. So these are, my hair's sticking up. These are all albums that are going to be new to the channel. And before I begin, thank you to all the subscribers that have hopped on in the last few days. I think based off of my Bob Dylan concert reviews, I appreciate y'all hopping on. And I do talk about Dylan a little bit on this channel, do a lot of concert reviews, that sort of thing. So stay tuned. Um, don't leave me too soon. But I appreciate you stopping by and all the views that I've received on those two videos specifically. Thank you. So I'm gonna jump in. I'm going to start with two of the three Record Store Day albums that I've gotten in the mail that I ordered. The first is this single called California Sober. It is Billy Strings with Willie Nelson on the A side, and then the B side is a live version of Whiskey River that Billy Strings did for Willie Nelson's 90th birthday celebration. You have like all the traditional players on here, like Mickey Raphael. And then you have, Billy Strings guys like Alex Hargreaves, Shannon Forrest, Billy Failing, so people like that. And then on the live Whiskey River, you've got Greg Lease on pedal steel guitar, Ben Montench on the piano, Regina McCrary, Don Was. So you have all sorts of names in the session world that you'd recognize. So Billy Strings and Willie Nelson. And then the second is a covers LP by J.D. McPherson, who's a great rockabilly, sorry for the glare, is a great rockabilly player. This is a collection of a bunch of covers that he did. He does a version of Lust for Life. Let's see, Rome Wasn't Built in a Day, Just Around the Corner. So good stuff off of New West Records. I got this in my record store. I looked for it online because I had to work on Record Store Day. And I went to my record store the next day, that Saturday, and they actually had two copies. It was sold out online everywhere that I was looking, so I'm thankful my record store still had that. And same for the Billy Strings, that was purchased online through Bull Moose Records. So thank you to you all. Next, I'm going to show a few new albums that I received. I finally, after a month of waiting from the pre-order, finally got my copy of Now and Then, the Beatles single. It took forever. I ordered it through the Beatles site. It was a nightmare to get to me. I don't know why it took so long. But anyway, I have it. It plays through well. For those that are interested, got the Splatter vinyl. And of course, for those of y'all that don't know, Now and Then is the last Beatles song released from a John Lennon demo from the late 70s. Parts of it were recorded in the 90s during the anthology sessions. So you have archival George Harrison rhythm strumming, as well as the John Lennon master, and then Paul and Ringo providing additional instrumentation and vocals. So Now and Then, happy to finally have that. Another EP, this is new. This is Dolenz Sings REM. Mickey Dolenz, of course, from the Monkees, put out on 7A Records, who I tout all the time. This is the latest from them, the latest from Mickey Dolenz. Really, really cool. It's produced by Christian Nesmith, the son of Mike Nesmith, on this really, really cool yellow vinyl. And he does Shiny Happy People, Radio Free Europe, Man on the Moon, and Leaving New York. It was given the blessing of all the members of REM. And they were even at the album release party in Athens, Georgia, to kind of see it off with Mickey Dolenz. So really, really cool little EP from 7A Records. This is an ambient album called Northern Redux by Jonathan Frakes and Taylor Dupree. Now, Taylor had originally released an album called Northern, I think in like 05 or 06, somewhere along those lines. And Jeremiah Freites is the piano player from the indie folk band The Lumineers, who he just put out his own solo album sometime last year called, I think it was called Piano Piano, just an instrumental piano album. And this is, it's not really my style, but I'm kind of a Lumineers completist, and I had to have this. It's very relaxing. It's nothing that would like offend anybody. It's not like, like screamo or anything like that, but it's just kind of soft, non-subtle. I mean, subtle, music. So it's cool, and it comes on kind of this really cool, like smoky kind of vinyl there. So that was kind of cool through Magnolia Record Company. So there's that. And then an album that I've been waiting for about a year. This is an album called Duo by Watch House. Now it is a reinterpretation of their self-titled album called Watch House, which came out last year or 2 years ago now. And Watch House, they used to be called Mandolin Orange. I've talked about them before. I've done a concert review. I'm actually seeing them next week. And this is just a duo version of that album. It's just the two of them. But this album was supposed to come out last year, just on vinyl. It's a vinyl only exclusive. And there was something wrong with the pressing, and then there was like an issue with like the sleeve or the liner notes that they had to repress it. It took it about a year to come out. And so I finally got this. It came with a little note from Emily and Andrew, the husband and wife that make up Watch House, kind of, apologizing and thanking the fans. So I've listened to selections online when they were released as singles, but I haven't listened to the full album yet, but I know I'm going to love it. And then lastly, these are some very, very clean albums that I found at my record store that Saturday that I went after Record Store Day. This is a Rhino reissue copy of Head by the Monkees. Now, I have I think a 2011 cut of this album. It's really, really cool. But I remember my buddy Tommy over at Tommy's Musical Adventures, howdy Tommy, mentioned that this version of Porpoise Song, the opening track, has a longer outro, a longer coda to it. So I wanted to get that for that. And the Rhino reissues are supposed to sound really, really good. And this was very clean, very, very good price. So I was happy to find that. Plus, it's the aluminum cover, which my copy was not the aluminum cover. I filled a Tom Waits hole in my collection. This is the soundtrack One from the Heart with Crystal Gale. Again, very, very clean copy. Really, really happy to have this. I know Josh at the flip side is going to love this. This is one of the few Tom Waits albums that I was missing from my collection. My first Tom Waits album on vinyl, so I don't have any other Tom Waits on vinyl. Oh, but I have Closing Time, the new reissue. But really, really happy to have this. Again, a lot of players on here that you would recognize. Obviously, you have Tom Waits and Crystal Gale on here. You also have Greg Cohen on here. You have Jack Sheldon on trumpets. I know there was one more person whose name I see quite a bit. But anyway, happy to have that to fill out my Tom Waits collection. I found a copy of the Blues Brothers album for $8. This is a really, really great album. It's got some great songs on there. Obviously, Hey Bartender, Rubber Biscuit, Soul Man is on here, Flip Flop and Fly is on here. And then just an all-star cast of musicians. I mean, these guys, they're the real deal there. Obviously, you have Paul Schaefer on here. Donald Duck Dunn, Steve Jordan is on here. Lou Marini, Alan Rubin, Tom Malone. So, like, again, a bunch of names that you would know. And obviously, you have Jake and Elwood leading the charge there. So happy to have that. And then lastly, I picked this up. This is Willie Nelson sings Chris Christopherson. Again, super, super clean copy. Got it for $6. Great front and back cover there. He does all the big, tunes on here. He does Me and Bobby McGee, Help Me Make It Through the Night, Why Me for the Good Times, Sunday Morning Coming Down. So really, really happy to have that. And yeah, so that wasn't the last. I'm sorry, I have one more small stack here. I did go see Nick Lowe in concert earlier this month and got this EP. This is called Lay It On Me. which is three songs by Nick Lowe. Well, three songs sung by Nick Lowe, I should say. And then on the B side is a instrumental by his backing band, Low Straight Jackets, who are a surf rock band. I got it on here because I love the song "Here Comes That Feeling," which is a cover. But he also has "Lay It On Me, Baby" and "Don't Be Nice to Me." So happy to get that from Nick Lowe. There was another one of those free vinyl sales from Vinyl Me Please, I think it was. And so I got Surfer Girl by the Beach Boys for free. I just had to pay for shipping, which of course, shipping was like $14. So, they just jacked the price up. But to get this for $14, that's a pretty good deal. So happy to have Surfer Girl by the Beach Boys. Again, you have Surfer Girl, Catch a Wave, Little Deuce Coupe, In My Room, Hawaii. So very, very cool. And then lastly, there was a reissue of the second Head in the Heart album called Let's Be Still. Came with a old fan magazine as well. This is a really, really solid album. It's the last full album to feature Josiah Johnson, the co-lead vocalist. But you have the songs on here, Let's Be Still, Another Story, which is one I do live occasionally. My Friends, These Days Are Numbered, 10,000 Weight in Gold. And I believe this is at 45 RPM, I believe. Not sure, but it is 2-disc. So anyway, bunch of vinyl this month. I'm really, really happy to have it. It's all very, very clean, and I'm expecting, another RSD title to come through the mail at some point. But anyway, as always, you'll see the CD episode coming up right after this one, so stay tuned for that. And again, thanks to my new subscribers. Y'all are the best. Appreciate y'all. Be good, take care, and we'll talk to you in the next one.